First off, please bear with me. I've got a bit of a croaky voice today and I might have a couple of testy blowouts. Let's get into it. Hi, I have a friend who is really struggling to see results. She hits the gym every morning, focusing on different parts each day, and she goes pretty hard. She also does boxing 3 to 4 times a week in the morning. Our class is very high intensity, yet cannot see any results. She's trying to lower her body fat percentage and lose some inches around her midsection. What is she doing wrong? Thank you. Vanvi. This is very common. I see this almost every single day. And that is, she's relying on exercise alone to get her to her goal. Now, it's not her fault because the fitness marketing industry, community, whatever you want to call it, teaches people that exercise is associated with weight loss. And yes, it is. Do not get me wrong. Of course it is. But it's only like one piece of the puzzle. A bigger chunk and piece of the puzzle is actually food. Food is and should be the highest priority for her if she's trying to drop her body fat. Now I know what you're going to say, or if I was having this conversation with this girl right now face to face, is it the reply come back to that? Is it, oh, but she says she eats pretty good. Yeah, I've heard that one before too. If I had $1 for every time I've heard I'm overweight, I'm not seeing results, anything associated along those lines, but I eat pretty good, I'd probably be a millionaire. I hear it every day, okay? And again, it's not her fault because once again, the marketing fitness industry, the information out there is, there's just one, obviously information overload and a lot of conflicting information. So hopefully with this video I can try and set the record straight and sort of give her, you, whoever's watching this video, a plan of attack if your goal is to drop your body fat percentage. Step number 1, you need to stop relying so much and get out of the mentality of exercise has to be hard, okay? Let's please drop that. Here's what I've found that's quite funny is I've found that the harder people train, where to the point where they're lying in their own pool, sweat and vomit every single time they step into the gym, a few things happens. One is that either they end up getting injured in a few weeks' time, and that's obviously not going to help you because you want to be able to exercise for a long period of time. 2, they then end up just getting burnt out and they get sick of all of it. And 3, something that they're not even really aware of, but their demand for food increases with, like I said, without them even being aware of it. As I said at the beginning of this video, the highest priority, number 1 thing you need to focus on if you're trying to drop body fat is you need to cause a caloric deficit big enough to make the body fat decrease. The best way to do that is not through exercise alone. It's through your food. That's the simplest way to cause a big enough caloric deficit to drop your body fat percentage. So, if you're in the gym and you're always training hard and you're just sweating and you're puffing and panting and all that shit, and then you go home and you're just absolutely starving because your session was just so hard that you eat anything and everything in the fridge, that's not a smart way to go about it. Again, and I don't want to either confuse you by saying, look, I don't want you to train hard, just go into the gym and just go through the motions. No. But what I'm saying is that based on the information you provided me here, it sounds like she's just in that mentality and she's relying too much. And again, in that mentality of exercise has to be hard because I'm trying to drop body fat. It doesn't. She can drop her intensity by simply 20%. And just train at that 8 out of 10. That's the intensity I love training at, is at 7 to 8 out of 10. Very rarely do I ever do a 10 out of 10 training session. It's very rare. Maybe once every 6 months, just to sort of see where I'm at, test the waters a little bit. But because I do like training often, I can't train 10 out of 10 every single day. Because if I train at 10 out of 10 every single day, like I said, I either get injured or burnt out. So I have to drop my percentage to keep my consistency with my exercise high. So the intensity that I train at, I get my clients here to train at, and private clients and everyone, is I try and teach the 70 to 80%. That's sort of where I want you to be every session. Train at around a 70 to 80%. Don't think you have to train at 100%. You can do it, but once every blue moon, okay? So drop your intensity with your exercise. Another thing too, don't perform, this is something I've just personally found. I don't have any sort of evidence or research behind this, but it's something I've found. The more girls do high intensity cardio, the more food they end up craving. And it's just weird association I've just found that when I had girls doing high intensity cardio 3 to 4 times per week, just like this girl here, they started craving more food without even being aware of it. Okay, so what I did was like, all right, let's just flip it. Let's see what happens. Let's drop the high intensity cardio to just once per week. So my private girls, they only do 1 high intensity cardio session per week. The only reason why I get them to do it is because they love that shit, and I want them to adhere the whole program. And I know that if I don't include any high intensity cardio, they're probably going to go do it anyways. So at least I can somewhat control it and just give them a little bit of a taste of it to hopefully just scratch that itch so they don't do any more for the week. The rest of their week, it's actually low intensity cardio. Again, because I found that the low intensity cardio, when they do that, their demand for food, their craving for food isn't as high. Okay, so that's part 1, taking care of all the exercise stuff. Part 2, you need to cause a caloric deficit. Excuse me, there was one testy light there. You need to cause a big enough caloric deficit, and you're going to do that through your food. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go onto Google. You're going to type into Google, calculate my maintenance calories, something along that line. And then you're going to find the calculator. You're going to put in, your height, your weight, how often you exercise, your rough body fat percentage, all that sort of stuff. And it's going to spit out a rough maintenance calories for you that you need to eat every single day if you want to simply just stay the way you are right now. Then what you're going to do is you're going to decrease or take off 30% from that daily maintenance calories, okay? And then you're going to stick to that goal every single day for an entire month. How do you calculate your calories every single day? Whip out your phone, download the app, MyFitnessPal, and then you're going to record everything you eat and drink and alcohol as well. Everything that goes into your mouth, you're going to put that into the app. And at the end of the day, you're going to see exactly how many calories you have consumed. By the way, when you do this for the first time, it is very alarming. It's a big eye-opener, and it's usually the aha moment people get as to why they're not dropping their body fat percentage, because usually they're well over what they should be, okay? So you're going to stick to the 30% decrease from maintenance calories every single day for an entire month. At the end of the month, something's going to happen. You're either going to stay the same, or you are going to lose some body fat, or in a rare case, you'll actually gain some body fat. But if you're still the same, then for the next month, you're going to decrease what you were at by 5% once again, and you're going to stick to that every single day for the next month, for the month 2. If you did manage to drop some body fat, then just stay on the plan you're at. Let's not take any more food away if we don't need to yet, okay? Let's try and get you to drop as much body fat as you can by eating as much food as you can, all right? But again, if you didn't drop any body fat percentage or any weight, then turn your 30% caloric deficit into a 35% caloric deficit, okay? And then again, you're gonna simply keep doing that. And month 3, you'll either stay the same or you'll drop a little bit. If you dropped a little bit, great, keep as is. If you didn't, shave off another 5%. And that's going to be the plan attack for you, for your friend, whoever's watching this video, if your goal is to drop body fat percentage, okay? Stop relying so much on exercise to get you to your goal. It's not going to happen. I'll say this again. There is no such thing as a fat loss workout. As soon as you understand and accept that, and you take the energy and effort that you were putting into your exercise and you put it over here into your food, that's when the magic will happen, and that's when the body fat percentage will start to decrease. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Hey, if you would like me to help you take your body fitness and strength to next levels, then look, you might like my private coaching service, I guess we'll call it. What I'll get you to do, if you want to find out more information, just send me a private message with the words private, and we'll just have a chat via DM, and I'll just find out if I can help you or not. Apart from that, hope you're having a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.